ready to go for the final. Jack Shanahan versus Lee Scott. It is going to be an incredible, incredible display from both. And Lee Scott could do it. He's got smashed into the wall. His car is in pieces. It's a heroic performance either way. And Jack Shanahan sits on the line ready to go. So Lee Scott ready to go. Look at that, just tightening his gloves, ready for this. The comparison comes in. Lee Scott, he's got less, it doesn't matter about horsepower, but he hasn't got the experience. He's never been in this position before. No one would imagine, no one would have dreamed. He would have been 1,000,000 to 1 to be here. Whereas Shanahan reigns supreme today. We're off the line for the last battle of the 2019 Driftmasters European Championship. And look at Shanahan all over Lee Scott. And whoa, what an initiation from Shanahan. How did he get away with that?
I don't even know, but he's staying in it, David. He's back up onto the side of that BMW as he transitions into the middle of the circuit. Big angle thrown out, and Shanahan dives back up onto the door of Lee Scott's BMW. They come firing down into the roundabout with Shanahan wheel on wheel right now.
Lee Scott dives into the roundabout. Shanahan dives in onto Lee Scott. Look at this. Shanahan stops starting a little bit short in the roundabout to try and stay with Lee Scott. And Lee Scott's got the jump. He comes out fast out of the roundabout. Shanahan's going to try and reel him in here. And Lee Scott on a perfect lead run here as he comes through the course. Shanahan trying to make that last dive, and he does. Can he get up onto the quarter panel? You bet your bottom dollar he can as they come across. Lee Scott goes to the wall. What a finale. Well, Lee Scott definitely not feeling the pressure of the occasion there. One last run for the championship, and could Lee Scott do it? He's really good at the lead, but can he chase Shanahan? Does he have the pace? Lee Scott cannot believe he's in this situation. He's got nothing to lose. Shanahan could wipe it all here, take second in the championship. Here we go, it's the last run of the championship, last run of the day. And Scott right in on Shanahan. Look at Lee Scott.
Lee Scott not messing around. He knows he needs to stick it to Shanahan right now as they come firing down through the middle of the circuit. Scott, late transition as he uses the pace to stick it back up onto the door of Jack Shanahan. They come firing down, and Shanahan keeping his cool, but Lee Scott still on the back bumper as they come into the roundabout.
Lee Scott's right there. He's got to stay with him on the way out of the roundabout here. He's got himself a little bit short here, Lee Scott. He's on the wrong part of the track, but avoids Shanahan there, stays in it. How does Lee Scott make that work? He's back on Shanahan's door. Lee Scott is on Shanahan's door, losing a little bit of ground here as they come around. It's so close. Scott loses a little bit of pace, but what about that? What a final. Incredible. Absolutely ridiculous.
Wow. Absolutely insane. Incredible.
Well, I mean, I don't know if there's a decision there. It looked very close to me. It looked like Shanahan had more proximity on the way back. Scott had more on the way in. Look at this initiation from Lee Scott. Incredible.
Just look at this. He uses the transition, keeps the pace in it, fires onto the door, gets nice and close on Shanahan, stays with him, keeps that proximity, stays onto the back bumper, knows he can't dive up onto the door in that position, Dave. Incredible stuff there from Lee Scott.
Well, it looks like we have a decision from the judges, and the 3 cars will be brought down in front of the grandstand, and the result will be given out. At this point in time, it looks like the doors and gates will be open to allow the public down onto the track, and one big decision left in this one. We know Eli Hutunji is going to take third step on the podium. It was 2 Irishmen in the final, 2 young Irishmen, 2 young talented drivers. But taking first position on the podium is Jack Shanahan! Taking second position is Lee Scott on the podium. Jack Shanahan has won the final round of the Driftmasters European Championship. What an incredible